Mimi naitwa Chatu, ni MyMSC. Check kwenye social media Boss FM pale Instagram, Boss FM _radio, lakini pia page ya Facebook, check Boss FM. Alright. Msanii tuache tumtafute msanii right away. Pia the show is sponsored by Botswana Royals. Kama ni msanii unataka kufanya promotion, tutakuwa pia tunakupea bonge la promotion za kazi zako. Ukicheki Boss FM pale Instagram, check at Boss FM, lakini pia Botswana Royals at Botswana Royals with underscores. Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We are fine here.
Yeah, we are also fine here.
So how is it going?
Everything is going on good.
Alright. So welcome to the Night Dose Show. This is Boss FM. I'm Chatu. So may you just briefly introduce yourself?
Okay. My name is BW from Botswana.
Alright.
Yes, I'm a producer and I'm a DJ.
You are a producer and a DJ?
Yes.
Alright, so you say your name is Witty. Wiki, yeah?
Yeah,
Wiki BW.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so welcome to the Night Dose Show. So we're gonna interact. There is a topic we actually to discuss. I think you saw it. So let me hope that you understand actually about the topic, because it's an issue that let's say the media, the so-called the music industry, maybe in one way or the other it has encouraged, or it has added a contribution to the society, either in positive way or the negative way. So the question was, do you think music has been the biggest contributor for the corrupt societies? Because you see, the artists and the promoters and the directors, the producers, they're actually doing a very big task, actually, to uplift talents, to promote talents, okay, to nurture talents, that is, so that at least the talents through the music the artists are doing, they can shape the community in a one way, okay. But in another way, you can find like the kind of the music being produced, the kind of the lyrics the artists are writing or they are composing, maybe they are of more, no, they are not that positive, they have a negative impact to the society. So do you think, as a producer and as a DJ, music has been the biggest contributor for the corrupt societies?
I would say yes. I would agree on the motion.
So you agree on it?
Yes.
Why do you think, what makes you think it is one of the biggest contributors to of the corrupt societies?
Because when we listen to like some songs, they like influence people to do things that are out of this world.
Right.
So like I think as people, like as artists, we don't, like most artists, like writing about money and stuff.
Yeah.
They'll making facts or doing theories or bragging.
Okay.
How much they have money.
Yeah.
Things, girls, doing drugs and stuff like that. So that also contributes to like the corruption, like you said.
All right. We are live with the YK BW from Botswana. Actually, is a producer, is a DJ. This is Boss FM, the Night Dose Show. I'm Chatu. Actually, we are discussing the issue as to whether the music, okay, the music which currently the current generation are doing, maybe it has had a negative effect or the negative side on when it comes to societies, okay? Because according to the way K has said that according to how the music is being produced, how the kind of lyrics the artists are composing, maybe they are trying to bring a negative effect to the society, because you may wonder as why the young generations are trying to do very funny things when it comes to producing the videos. You see some kind of, the nudes, you wonder why. So according to you, Mr. DJ and producer, so what do you think the current producers and the DJs should do actually to curb the issue of the negative influence from the artists that they are trying to impose to the community? What do you think the producers should do?
I think the producers, whenever the artist is recording, they should be always available to guide artists. For instance, when they get out of line, they should be able to like help and make sure that everything goes well in line. Like if you can look at Mzansi hip hop right now, everybody is dissing one another just because they felt like the hip hop is dying. They decided to diss one another, and they are using words that are not even like fun and mocking other about the situations and stuff, which is not good. You see, they're just influencing the upcoming kids which are coming up to also participate in such behavior, which is not acceptable.
Like you see, like, let me cut you short. Like you see, like these producers, most of them actually, when an artist comes in the studio and then he wants to record a kind of a music, and then he feels like this music, the kind of the lyrics the artist is trying to compose are not effective actually for the artist to, let me say, to blow out, okay, as an artist. So he tries to make the artist to write, or he assists the artist to write some funny lyrics, okay, to twist the kind of words so that they can fit to influence the kind of the generation. Because you see, the young guys, the mentality of the young boys is like they want to hear some certain words, okay, in a music, so that they can prefer that music as an it, okay. So the producers also, I think they have also a contribution, because they can tilt an artist's idea of a music to something negative. Maybe the artist wanted to either to sing something positive, but the producer knows this music, once it's being produced, it would be a hit song, so he's trying to make the artist to come up with something more explicit. Do you think so?
Yeah, I think so. But the problem is producers also, when they see money, they feel when they see money, it's also a reason behind all of these things happening.
What is they see money?
When they see money, they just, okay, I'll do anything you want.
No, they're hoping for the business.
That's the reason why they're doing all of this.
Okay. All right, we are live with the producer and the DJ from Botswana. You have just heard from him saying that the music being produced, sometimes it tends to corrupt the society, because in one way actually you find an artist is trying to sing the very funny words because he knows at the end of it he wants to influence certain people, so that he may be considered a hit, maybe a superstar, okay. So once you are trying to do that, at the end of it you find those were words, those were videos you are trying to show to people, because you are naked, because you are trying to abuse each other. Like the producer have said, artists are trying to you've said they are dissing each other. That's the word you used. They are dissing each other, okay, so that they can attract, okay. So on your side, actually, as you've said, you're a producer and you're a DJ. How many artists so far do you say you are currently working with?
I'm working with a lot. I'm working with a lot of artists over Africa and even abroad.
Yeah, so you're basing your production for African artists as well from abroad.
Yeah.
All right.
With a lot of
So are you working with the say the superstars artists, the established artists, or the underground artists?
I'm working with both parties, but not really a lot of the superstars, because I'm from the underground, so I prefer working with underground because I know how they operate. They're just friendly and stuff.
Have you had an Alright. Have you had an opportunity maybe you have worked with an established artist?
Come again?
Have you ever worked with an established artist, a mainstream artist that is
Currently running.
You're currently? Sorry?
Yes, I've worked with mainstream artists.
Maybe.
We haven't released anything yet.
Okay. Maybe do you find it challenging? Maybe working with mainstream artists. Is there any challenge to you?
Yes, it's very challenging because they are always not around. There's a certain sound that they prefer.
Okay.
They don't like it.
A certain sound that they prefer themselves.
Yes, you can make at least 40 projects. All of them, they wouldn't approve. Even if you hear putting this one is a bang, they'll still tell you no. There's one thing you cannot get it right. Just one thing, just fix one thing. That's the problem that we have with this main artist.
Alright, okay. So you've said you are working with artists based in Africa and as well abroad artists. So for the project that you have worked or you are still working, how many artists? Let's see, how many artists so far you have projects with? Maybe from East Africa. Do you still work with East African artists?
East African artists, yes, I do have projects with East Africa.
So you have connection with East Africa artists?
Yes, I do have connections.
Maybe let me ask. For instance, you are a producer actually, and you are working with an artist from East Africa, let's say Kenya, and then the artist wants is trying to sing in his let me say the Swahili language. Maybe now you don't understand it. How do you go about it as a producer? Maybe the artist is singing in Swahili, and then maybe you don't understand what he's saying, and then you want to make a hit from such an artist. How do you go about such projects?
We discuss, but like he explains to me what he was trying to say in song and what does it mean and stuff like that, because I prefer working with different kinds of languages.
Okay.
You get, so I think the best way that we can interact in Africa, just working with different languages and producing one essential hit.
Alright, that's fine. We are live with a producer and a DJ from Botswana. This is Chatu. This is Boss FM, the Night Dose Show. You can check us on Facebook. We have an handle there. Check or like Boss FM page on Facebook. But also we have Instagram handle. You can check at Boss FM at _radio. Also, you can also get us from all corners of the world. If you're listening from Asia, from Europe, America, Africa, then you can stream live via www.zeno.fm/boss-radio. Then you can listen, you can ask questions because we are discussing a very important topic here with the producer and a DJ from Botswana. His name is YKBW. Alright, are you on social media, my friend producer?
Yes, I'm on social media.
Maybe for those artists, maybe they are listening live and they would want to interact with you, maybe to get a session. How can they find you?
Okay, on all social media platforms, it's YKBW. Also, streaming platforms, if you want to find my music, it's also YKBW.
YKBW on social medias, that in Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, right? On YouTube?
YouTube also, it's YKBW.
Alright. I can check a few guys here following up. Fatuma from Kilifi says she's tuned. Okay, there's another one here from Malindi Petronilla from Watamu, that is Kenya. Another one, Philo from Mountain View, Nairobi. Rains from South Africa. DJ Mantix from Kenya, actually in Nairobi, also tuned. Dismo is an artist, and as well a Boss FM fan. He says the producer has he worked with the Kenyan artist, or do you think you can work with Kenyan artist?
Yes, I would love that, because
have you ever interacted or worked with any Kenyan artist so far? Not yet. Alright. No problem. Then the guys will still be interacting with you on your social medias, as you have mentioned. I can see Esther from Kaloleni, Eliano from Nairobi, DJ Gibbs Masha from Nairobi, Vinny DSTV, this guy also tuned, Bosse Mudigi, Lalane from Kilifi, that is, sorry. This is Chatu on the MSC. We are discussing why do you think music has been the biggest contributor of the corrupt societies we are experiencing nowadays, because you can check and you see things are different, not as they were actually. You can look at how the generation we are having has been built, let's say, by music. You find the kind of the lyrics the artists are writing are not just not normal lyrics. I can say that. Also the video, the kind of the video they're producing, a lot of nudes, a lot of explicit content, okay, it's being allowed. So in one way, you feel like the young generation we have, once they watch these kind of videos, they listen to the message on the audio music, they get influenced maybe to start doing they can smoke weed, because they see artists on the video smoking weed, seeing girls walking naked or showing nudes on the video content. So they influence the young girls to start also walking naked, okay, they're shooting their videos as well, being naked, smoking weeds, okay, being abusive, such as funny words. So you've said, as a producer, you think the producer should come with a clean content as well. What about on the issue of the videos? You know, the directors, because also they are part of this. Okay, in one way they are also contributing to this, because you can't just because of money you are going to shoot a video which you know, okay, it's going to be so much explicit. Okay. So what do you advise the video directors to do actually?
To follow the right protocols when shooting this kind of videos, you get. So I think for like this type of videos, there should be at least things that can be blocked for people who are much more grown, access to, other than making it for kids, you get, so that it becomes better, it favors everyone in the end. I think they should consider that also, because obviously when they see the money
once they see the money they just see their goals.
They see the money, then they become crazy.
They become crazy.
Okay, let's do this, let's shoot. We don't care if the check is here, then we can do this. That's the same thing with producers. They should limit or have sites that can be accessed by people who are older.
Alright, that's YKBW from Botswana, a DJ and as well a music producer. If you actually are a young artist, you want to grow your music as well, you can also interact with him on social media, get into contact and then discuss issues pertaining music. Maybe he can advise you, maybe you can get a session live with him on studios, as well as other kind of music content promotion as well. This is Boss FM, the Night Dose Show. This Night Dose Show is sponsored by Bonster Royals. Bonster Royals is a brand which gives actually say promotions to young artists. If you know you are a young artist, you want your music to get out there, get the nice let's say the exposure, then you just need to interact with the Boss FM on social medias. That is on Instagram, check at Bonstar Royals as and hyphens, okay, underscore that is, and then you can interact with the Bonstar Royals. On Boss FM we have our handles as well on Facebook. Follow and like our page, which is Boss FM, and also on Instagram you check our handle, there is Boss FM _radio. Okay, a producer, what as a producer, okay, I know you've worked with several artists and you know the kind of I know every work has challenge. Okay, maybe on your side, what do you think is your main challenge actually when it comes to production? What do you think is the main challenge to you are facing when it comes to production?
Okay, my main challenge when it comes to production is delay of vocalists.
Delay?
People delay of vocalists.
Okay.
Like when you like send a vocalist a beat for them to record, they can take either a month, several weeks, or even years to complete a song. A simple song. That's one challenge that I have.
You want to mean artists can even take a year?
They take a year to record a song, just a simple song, a 3-minute song.
That's not serious, man. Oh, another challenge.
Another challenge I think is unavailability of resources. Like maybe sometimes you want to master a song and there's no like a major studio around, and you'll be like stressed on how you can do this, or maybe there's no anyone you know that's good in mixing and mastering. So those are some of the challenges that we face as producers.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, producers also getting challenges when it comes to productions. Okay, delaying. Okay, what kind of the artists they are trying to take a huge time actually to produce just 3 minutes music, a song. Okay, also you have heard him saying that the lack of resources, that is, you want to master music, you want to do other kind of recordings, and then there's no such availability of the enough resources that can assist in doing all that in ease, right? Okay, so what do you think artists should do actually when they're trying to come up with the music? An artist want to record a song, and then maybe it doesn't, or she doesn't have enough content, that the lyrics, maybe he got the chorus or he got a verse, and then you can hear how he's trying to come up with the idea is something good. Do you help such artists maybe in finalizing the song? Okay, maybe writing a few lyrics. Okay, do you?
Yes, we do help them. As producers, we do everything. We multitask, we compose,
Alright.
write. We also can add something and maybe vocal making and stuff. But we do help them. Or if we feel like, okay, this song needs somebody else, we try and find somebody to like help them finish up the song. But most of the time we help them with the writing and composing the song.
Alright. Okay, speaking about that, there's this issue with the girl child. Okay, the other time I had an interview with a female artist, and then I had tried to ask her about what makes these ladies, these young girls, to go in studios with some funny clothes, and then at the end of it you find the producer and the female artist, they tend to come up with an affair. Okay, it was a music deal, and then it ends to be a different love affair. Okay, so do you get such kind of do you get such kind of artist? Let me see, the girl child who come to studios with hot pants, okay, mini skirts, and then the idea of such artist is not about the music. Okay, it's maybe a different thing. Okay, have you ever experienced such, or have you ever come across such artists?
No, I haven't become a such artist, but I know people who came about across those kind of situations. Yes, sometimes it may be caused by like maybe the female vocalist, more especially the female vocalists which like have talent. Sometimes they don't have money to record.
Alright, yeah, that's the point now. Okay.
If they don't have money to record, they offer another savings for the producer to say, okay, since you helped me with this song, I can thank you like this. This is how I can thank you. That's the problem with African and not African only people, musical people. And the producers will be saying, oh, it's no problem. That's the problem.
The producers will just be okay with that.
Yeah, it's killing our producers.
Okay, that's another big challenge actually, because we find that the artist, the female vocalist, maybe she doesn't have money, okay, but how do you go about going to make the producer fall in love with you, so that you can maneuver through him to get the music done and then the promotions? Why can't female artists just say, I wish you just help me record the song and then I'll be able to pay maybe later, or I don't have money, you can also help me produce?
Yes, that's the problem. They could have been doing advanced stuff, maybe a document or something. Maybe the producer didn't even have that in mind, that maybe she's a female, I understand, but they'll be just bringing themselves, like handing themselves over to the producer.
Oh my god. Alright, that's a producer at a Deejay, BW from Botswana. We're speaking here on Boss FM concerning or pertaining the issues to do with female artists who actually tend to turn the producers to be maybe their lovers. They turn everything. Maybe it was a production session, it ends to be a love affair session. Okay. And the producer have said that is the major challenge actually to do with the producers who actually they are facing such big challenge with the girl child who just come to studios to with the very funny clothes that say the hot pants, miniskirts and such like clothes. Producer, you said you are DJ, yeah? You how do you balance your DJing and being a producer? How do you go about that?
Okay. Production is a skill.
Alright.
So when you practice each and every day, you won't go wrong. We go to gigs, right? We always go to gigs most of the time.
Maybe you have
we spend less time going to gigs and we spend more time in studios. So which means the studio, like the production skill, it's too much, and also the DJing skill, it's there. But yeah, that's how we keep up or we balance the two.
Maybe you had a session, a night session, and then on the same time you are having a gig, okay, and you are the main DJ. What do you choose? Maybe to stay in the studio to produce, or to go for the money for the gig? Maybe you're having a very big gig, or you have a very mainstream artist coming in studio for a session, and the same night you have to go for a gig out. What do you choose?
A mainstream artist.
Yeah.
Like. I would look at the gig, how much they're offering.
Yeah, it's a big gig actually. The money, the amount they are paying is something awesome, okay? And you're having a mainstream artist coming into a studio to have a session, okay? How do you balance? Which one do you choose?
If the time favors me, I can do both. If it doesn't,
no, it doesn't. Maybe the session starts at 7 p.m. So the gig wants you to be there at 7 p.m. It's somewhere distant. There's a distance.
I would have to cancel the gig and work with the mainstream.
We have to stay in the studio to work with the mainstream artist. So it means we love the production a lot. Alright, so we are live with boy K, BW from Botswana. This is Chatu on the MSC. You can also check on us, communicate with us, discuss the issue with us. So I can check a few here on my WhatsApp. The Stone Face is locked. Deejay States, Esa as well. I've said Mzuka Kibao, Rains from South Africa, Boss Lalin, DJ Gibbs, Smasher, Cliff JT. Alright, those are a few of them who are listening live now. Producer, as we are now winding up, maybe what's your last sentiment? Your last sentiment concerning this topic we've been discussing here about the music, how it has been the main contributor of some evils in the society. What's your last sentiment about this? What do you want to advise the young producers, the big producers, and as well the DJs as well?
My advice to the DJs and the producers is we have to change. The time is even changing. Everything is changing. We have to change. We have to tell the world. We have to keep up with current issues also.
All right.
We have to make sure that we give the children like music with meaning. We show them content that has meaning, that can change their life, not content that can sabotage their lives. We need to change. We need to have something that we can say, oh, this content can make me go far, change my life, not can destroy my life. Because a lot of this content destroys people's lives.
All right.
Yeah.
You've heard from MYKBW giving his advice for the producers and as well DJs to try actually to come up with a clean content which can help this young upcoming generation to have something that can be of positive to their lives. Because once the negative is so into the site, then the effect becomes so big. Actually, at the end of it starts to bring a big influence and effects as to why you are seeing crimes. They are becoming even more vulnerable in the societies. It's just because of the message they have heard or they have seen from maybe a video or even an audio. Other than being a producer and a DJ, any other business do you contact?
I'm just on the music business side.
So you are just on working on your business of the music.
Yes.
Do you have an empire? Let's say recording. What's your empire's name? Let me your production line or name. You get me?
I wasn't hearing you. What were you saying?
I'm asking what's your record label name?
Oh, Star Sabusiho Entertainment.
Star.
Yes, Star Sabusiho. It means a star of the night.
A star of the night.
They call me that in Botswana. Other than WK, I'm being called Star Sabusiho, which means I'm a shining star at the night.
The shining star at the night. Okay, that is his music production name. Actually, if you are in Botswana, you're listening to Boss FM. We live. Actually, we're with the producer here, KBW, the star at the night. All right. So you've said you don't have any other business apart from the music business.
Yes.
Right, I can check a few here. There's this lady called Rains from South says the big ups to the producer, but it's trying to ask whether you have you are hooked up. Rains from South Africa.
I have what?
Are you hooked up?
Am I hooked up in South Africa?
This lady is trying to ask whether you have someone in your life. Come again?
I was saying
no. So Rains from South Africa might get a chance maybe to have a producer.
Yes, they should keep me up.
Okay, so maybe you can also mention again your social medias.
Okay, my social medias is
YK.
The way. I made the way.
You make the way.
Music, I made the way. KBW.
YKBW on social media. If you are listening, you can also interact with the YKBW, the star at the night. Actually is a producer, is a DJ. For the question the Reigns was asking, I think it's well answered. You can Reigns, you can interact with the YKBW on social media, and then okay, everything may be a blessing.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is the Boss FM the Night Dose show. So we come into the conclusion of the show. We thank YKBW for the time actually coming live, interacting with us, and everyone was being with us as we started the show until now we are concluding. So your last sentiments, maybe you can big up your friends there.
Okay, shout out to my friends. I see they're really supporting here. I can see in my WhatsApp status, I see CH22 is listening. I see Pago is listening. I see Trevor. Trevor's my bro. I grew up with him. He's also listening.
Alright.
Shout out to everyone who's listening, my supporters. I dropped an album, guys, on the top of August. It's there in the digital stores. Seducing Volume 1.
Alright. What does that mean? What does that mean? That word?
Seducing.
Yeah.
Means like at night.
At night.
It's at, yes,
Seducing.
What happens through the night? You know, people will be partying and stuff at the night, and it will be fun and stuff. So that's what I was trying to do, and it's an amapiano album.
Alright.
An amapiano album. I worked with a lot of artists here in Africa and in the UK.
Alright, YKBW gives his last sentiment. Sabisiku, he says actually he will be dropping a piano album. Okay, he has featured several artists from Africa and as well from abroad, that's in America and other parts of the world. So I thank you, my brother producer, for your time.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Alright, so we coming to the end of the show, right? Where we'll be discussing another topic tomorrow with a different artist. So if you're an artist as well, you can join us through the number 0702 662012. Check us on our social media, that is on Facebook. We have a page there, Boss FM, but also on our Instagram. Check our handle there, Boss FM _. Drop your comment. If you're an artist, interact with us and get a session here, get an interview, and also get the exposure the world. The show is sponsored by Bonstar Royals. If an artist want your music to get out there, you can hit on Bonstar Royals on Instagram, also on Facebook. There we still have their page there on Facebook, and then you get your music promoted. This is Chatu Anthony Mackenzie. You can also check Chatu001 on TikTok. Alright, so I wish you a good night. Meet tomorrow at the same place, same time. So Seducing, enjoy your nights. I sign out.
Boss FM.